Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jack, and this is going to be another roulette video. This is kind of a hybrid variation of what I showed you the other day with the corners. But another guy who many of you probably know, Ken Tuck, has done his variation of the corners. And he's kind of taken what we were doing the other day, but he's kind of mixed in. Instead of removing and starting with 6, he's going in a different direction. So there's a little bit, this is the video that shows what I'm going to show you right here. So his channel is Professional Roulette Strategies. And you can see this, and I'll try to put the link in the description as well. So, it's another variation. Again, it's all about slowing up the process with roulette. When you finally realize that the game of roulette is about taking quick money as fast as you can, tiny profits, and also slowing up the recovery. Those are the two things that are absolutely needed for any type of a long-term, quote-unquote, roulette system to work. And that's why I use the dozens and columns so much. But this is a corner system, and I'll show it on the screen, the rules. So we're going to call this the new 6-corner variation method. And we'll see if we can work our way through this. And there are variations to this. Okay? And he explains them in the video as well. As I always tell you guys, most of these type of systems, there are options, which means that you have to get extremely comfortable with the way that you're playing. And then you'll kind of things start to kind of mold for you into the way things go. And then you're going to add your own little tweaks and nuances to this type of a system. So we're going to start with 2 bets. And this is going to be one of those where instead of starting with 6 and removing, this is going to be more of a adding kind of deal. So we're going to use $1 bets. And what Ken says in the video is that he uses you probably need about a $300 bankroll. He goes with more money. He's like me. And now I'm going to give you the warning again. This simulator is a disaster. So again, remember, do not make a decision of this being good, bad, or otherwise by watching this video and looking at the results over 15-20 minutes. You have to do your own due diligence on this one because this simulator is just not wonderful. It will crush you. So we're going to start with 2 $1 units. All right, we instantly get a win. We're up 7. Now, let me tell you something. He looks for about 50 units. You know I don't really look for that much. If you're going to play this with dollar bets and have, let's say, to a $300 or somewhere in that range type of bankroll, I'm pulling tickets probably at $30 or so maximum. But you'll watch his video. He pulls about $50 out. So now we restart. And the thing is this. If you win on the first, if you have the first 2, or up to 3, I think it's up to 3 corner bets, you're not going to do anything but restart. I think it's up to 3. So here we go. And just watch your bankroll. That's really the key. So let's restart, and we'll look for about 30 units or $30. So we'll go on these 2. Yeah. We'll go on those 2. All right, so that's a loss. So I believe on the first loss, what we're doing is we're just adding the third one, but we're not adding any money into this. So that's how this is slowing up too. So we're going to rebet, and we're going to add another one in. We'll just add it in over here. Right? Same amount of money, though. 1 unit. All right. We lost again. So we're going to rebet. And now we're going to add the 4th one in. And let's see. In the 4th corner, you add a unit to each corner bet. So now you see how we've slowed this up. So we can do a double on this one because it's just adding 1 unit. And here we go. All right, we got the win, and it brought us up to 12, which is a session high. So we're definitely starting over, okay? So now let's start over at the top here. We'll start over here, and we'll do our 2 units like that, I guess. I mean 2 corner bets, just like that. All right, that's a loss. We're going to rebet. We're going to add in the third one. We're not going to change the amount. And everything's dropping below, so now we're going to rebet. We're going to add in the fourth one, and the fourth one we go up 1 unit. All right, so there's a win. It brings us up to 17. So basically, anytime you win like that, you're going to go back to the beginning. So let's go back to the bottom, and we'll do this. We'll do our 2 like that. How's that? Just like that. And like I said, I'd be looking for about $30. I would not go over that. He's looking for 50, which I think you're going to have more volatility. You know me. It's CPR. Just keep pulling those tickets. Collect and do it again. All right, there's a loss. So we're going to add in the third one here. We're not going up. Okay. We're going to add in the fourth one, and this is where you do you go up a unit, whatever you're playing your units. All right, there's our first time that we've lost on 4. So now what are we going to do? On fourth corner, you add the unit. If you lose, go to fifth corner, but you make the same bet. But now you would need 2 wins to go into profit. Okay? And this is where he's added some really interesting wrinkles that I'm fascinated with. So we're going to, wait, what did I just say? I just completely lost it. If you lose, go to fifth corner, same bet, right? Fifth corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same bet, 2 units, but we have to win twice. All right, we did not win. If you lose, go to fifth, same bet. If blah, 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 blah. If you win with 5 corners, you can either remove that corner. Okay, so we've got to add the 6th corner bet. Keep the bet amount the same. Okay, so again, we're slowing it up. So we're going to add the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to keep the bet the same. And that's a complete loss. So now, let's see what we're going to do. To have the 6 corner bet, keep the bet amount the same. If you lose, that's when we go into what I was showing you the other day. We can go into the Fibonacci here, right? Now we are starting at the 2 unit level. So we're going to go from 2 to 3. Right? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to add in the third one. Because we're not, obviously that's the end of the adding of the units, okay? All right, so there's a win. It does not bring us back. So what we can do, let's see if I wrote that down. Okay, you can remove the winning corner bet as well. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to remove the winning corner bet. Right? Now, you can get aggressive here because we're down. And you can go up a unit if you want to try to make it back. We still have a lot of coverage here, right? So you can go up the unit. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to stay with the same unit level. We're going to stay with the same unit level. And this is where you really have to figure out what you want to do. That's ridiculous. Another 0. What a surprise. So we are going to add in, right? And now we're going to go up to the next level of the fib. I think we were at 3. I think we need to go to 5 on each. This is the modified fib, which is basically taking the last 2 sides bets. But we were already at 3. So here we go. All right, there's a big win, right? We're down -9 now. So once again, we can remove this one, and we're going to stay at the same bet level to see if we can get into positive territory. That's how we're slowing things up. Here we go. And of course, that was a bad move. So now we've got to rebet again, and we go from 5 to 8. So it is slowing things up, but we're just not having any luck on the second hits. Because if we had luck on the second hits, we could go down in our how much we're betting. But we're not having any luck, of course, with this simulator. And that's a complete disaster. So we're going to rebet. We're going to add back in the 6 one. Go to the 8. And then the next one is going to be 13. So we're down, but we're not out. We are accomplishing one thing, and you can see that. You're slowing things up. So I'm not going to say anything wrong about that. I just don't have the feeling with corner bets the same way. I just like the consistency of the dozens and the columns better. That's just me. But I don't have any problem with this. There's a lot of people that do very, very well with corner systems. So let's see what happens. Okay, there you go. All right. And now we can remove, what was that, 16. So we can do our, and every time we do the removal, we seem to get killed. But let's do it anyway. Yep, there we do. We got killed again. So now we're down $100. We've got to come back out here. So now it's getting deeper in the hole, right? So we were at 13. So now we've got to go, and now it's getting a little bit more crazy. 21. Let's just see what happens, right? I don't know. I just don't have a great feeling for these corner systems. The one I showed you the other day with the starting with the 6, I don't know. I kind of feel if you're going to play this kind of a system, I think you get a lot of wins with the 6. I'd rather start there and then do the disappearing deal down to the 4 like we were, with a win on the 4 like we were doing the other day. That wasn't extremely comfortable for me, but the adding and then dropping, I don't know. This just doesn't feel like my kind of system. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. All right, there's a good win, right? Now we're going to try something. I'm going to, instead of removing that, I'm going to leave all 6 out there, and we're not going to do the removal. And this is something you could practice and see how you feel. And it doesn't make a damn difference because we get killed anyway. So I don't know if we had anything above 55. This is ridiculous. So now we're going to go up. Yeah, this is insane. And I'll tell you the truth, guys. I want to be fair. Don't look at this little demo as the absolute. I don't want you to think that. This simulator is just not great. It always ends up trying to kill you. And the reason you may say, well, why are you using it then? It's because doing these bets on the actual mechanics of this simulator are much easier to use. deleting bets and knowing where you're at because it says it right there. So this is a huge one. And if you had a $300-$400 bankroll, this probably is going to kill you. We'll see. Nope. There you go. And it brought you all the way back, right? Now, obviously, you know there's no way in hell that I'm staying up at that level, right? So we would go back to the to the 2 units. I mean, to the 2 corner bets again like that. So let's do it a little bit more and see how it goes. That got horrible. Okay. We need a rebet, add the next one. I mean, our system's in the AI. Yep, add the next one. In AI Roulette Blueprint, I don't know. I mean, they're just my type of systems. People are having huge success with our course AI Roulette Blueprint. I look for systems, the private systems that we give you in courses like that, and in casino diversification toolbox. I just don't like this volatility. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's just not my deal. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. So we doubled up. We added the 4th one and we doubled up and we lost. We're going to add the 5th one. Yeah, this is just not my kind of thing. We're going to need, we're going to do the same bet. We added the 5th one, but we're going to need 2 wins now. The volatility of this versus what I teach in AI Roulette Blueprint, I'll take that every day over this. That's just me. All right, there's a win, but we need 2 of them. So now, when you're at this level, you know, you can remove one. I'm not going to remove one. And it doesn't matter because it's a loss anyway. So we're going to go up to the 6th and final one. And we're going to leave the bets the same. All right, there's a win. We're still down 7. Remember, I'm looking to make 25-30. We have never hit that level. Okay? So we're going to rebet. We're not going to pull the 1 off. All right. Total loss. All right, so we're gonna do the Fibonacci, modified fib. So we're gonna go up 1 on each. I mean, we have never really gotten into profit with this. And again, I am not saying it's not good. It may very well be a bad session, and it may very well be this simulator. You've got to test it. Okay, there's a win. Let's just rebet and stay at this level. And there's a second win. Now you're down -1. So even though you're not, well, you know what we could do? We'll do the removal now. How's that? And we'll stay at the $3. Okay? And of course, that's a complete disaster. So now we have to go back out and add the 3, and we have to go to 5 on each. I don't know. It just seems like it's trudging along. I don't know. Removing them didn't seem to work. I don't know. It just doesn't. To me, this is just not my bag. But let's see what happens. Okay, there's a good win. And we're back to -1. All right, now, here's where common sense comes in. They would probably say remove this one and leave the rest. But you're already up on $5 each at this point. In terms of what I would do, I'm deleting everything. And I'm restarting again at square one like this. I'm not taking a chance at the 5th level like that. There you go. That's a good one. And we're going to restart. So we're gonna just come back out and we'll restart. We'll start from the top here like this, just like that. Hey, now we're getting a little lucky. We're up 13. All right, so this time let's do it down here. All right, that's a loss. No big deal. But we're having a little bit of traction now, right? We're on the third one. We're not raising our bet. Okay. Now we bring in the fourth one here, right? And now we go to 2. So let's see if we can actually get anywhere. No, apparently not. All right, so we're going to add in the fifth one, and the fifth one, same bet. Okay, we don't go up on the fifth one. We leave it, but we need 2 to get back to where we were. And that doesn't happen. So we need to add in the sixth one. And you see why I kind of, if you're going to play these corner bet systems, I don't know. I just think you try to get as many wins at the beginning as you can and start with the 6 and maybe do that removal deal. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, keep the bet the same. So now we're at 6. Okay, there's a win. And again, this is that, do you remove it here or do you not remove it? So this time we'll do the removal thing since we haven't been doing it. And we'll see if it actually matters. No, that time it worked. Okay, we made more money because we removed it. So we're back up to 4 now. All right, so what we're going to do, hold on one second, guys. I apologize. I just got a new phone today, and I don't know how to shut the thing. Oops. I don't know how to shut the thing off properly. Give me 1 second. I don't know what that is. All right. So, obviously, I'm going to start over, right? I'm not going to do the removal deal there. I'm just going to start over. And that's just the way I play. You guys know, anytime I can start over, I'm going to do it. So here we go. We're up 4. Okay, that didn't work. So we're going to add in the third one. We're not going to go up. Okay, we have a win. That's good on the third one. And if you have a win by the fourth one, you're going to restart again. So here we go. We're going to restart. We're up 8. And I didn't put it on the other side. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I usually put one here, one here. Okay, so now we're at 3. Hey, we got it. All right. So we're up 12. We're going to restart again. And we'll do this one and this one this time. Nah, we'll do the opposite side. There we go. All right, didn't win. Let's add this one in. Didn't win. We're going to add the fourth one in. Fourth one, do we double on the fourth? Yeah, you add a unit. Yeah, this is where we go up. Okay, here we go. Hey, look at that. All right, we're at 17. I think that's definitely the highest we've been. And then we restart because that's a win within the 4. Within the 4 corners. So let's just delete them. Oops. And let's do here and here. Hey, look at that. Right away. Wow. I think that's maybe one of the first or only times we've actually gotten a hit with the first level. That's pretty cool. We're at 24. So let me give you a little mindset. We went up, down, all around. This video is 24 minutes, so we've probably been playing for 22 of those or whatever it may be. If I'm here and I'm looking for that 25 to 30 range, I'm pulling this ticket. So I hope you guys learned something from that. I don't play for that extra $1 or $2 if I've had a stressful session. So I would call it quits here. I would pull the ticket. So let me show you this one more time. and you can stop the thing and you can write this down and you can kind of get a feeling for the way we're working. But you saw that there was options. You saw that I sometimes removed the bet. I sometimes left it at 5 or 6, whatever. There are options. And the more that you play a system like this, the more you're going to learn those nuances and what makes you comfortable. The one thing I never back down on is, if I'm back in profit, I am not staying at these higher levels. So if you're in the Fibonacci session here, you know, once you get up to that 6-1 and lose or whatever, you know, you have to lose at the 6 to jump in here. And then you're going to go from the 2 to the 3 to the 5 units, whatever. If I'm up here, I am not going to stick around. If I'm back to break even or slightly down, you know the way I play, guys. Forget about just removing. I go back to the beginning most of the time. Okay? That's up to you. But this is I'll put a link to the original video so you can see the way Ken plays this. You guys may love playing corner bet systems. It may be something that you really like. So everybody's different. I'd rather play the dozens and the columns things all day long than this. But if you like playing corner bet systems, this may be phenomenal for you. You don't need a huge bankroll. That's the benefit of doing this. But I would not be looking for the $50 or 50 unit win targets. I think that's way too much. If you're only going to have $300, I think you should be pulling tickets at $25, $30. But that's me. Go ahead and watch Ken's video. Give him a subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Last but not least, everybody, a lot of people taking me up on the Black Friday specials that we're doing this whole week. If you don't have any, if you are missing any of the digital courses that we've come out with in the last year that are on the website, and you don't want to spend the full amount, you shouldn't. You should send me a support ticket and tell me which systems or courses you're looking at. And if you're willing to purchase 2 or more systems, then I'm going to give you a substantial discount. So join the fun this week. A lot of people taking advantage of that and making out like bandits, getting some really nice discounts, and then practicing with those new systems, taking the time that they have during the holidays to really set themselves up and practice those systems and get them ready for your toolbox to be used for 2026. So just send me a support ticket. The same thing with private coaching sessions. We're starting to get filled up again. If you want private coaching sessions to learn pocket strategies that I cannot sell publicly, then reach out and let's set up some private sessions on Google Teams or whatever. And I'd be happy to give you a discount on those as well. So we will see you on the next video. I hope you guys are having a great week. Getting ready and, ringing in the holiday season right now. We're working really hard behind the scenes on a lot of big things that are going to be happening in the next 30 days. So we'll see you on the next video, guys. Take it easy, have fun, and remember, practice, practice, practice.